Great, I went. So the other day, I did put out this piece about the layoffs in the game industry with a bunch of quotes from developers currently in the industry or currently having laid off themselves about what is causing the layoffs, their insights into the matter, and a bunch of other information. It's a pretty long article, and I was going to do a video on it, but then for various reasons decided not to. But I wrote a green text about it. Now, a green text is essentially a summary using the greater than symbol on websites like 4chan or 8chan. So what I'm going to do here is read you out the TLDR version of this article to save you a bunch of time, but I do recommend checking out this piece. It does have a lot of information in it. What I'm going to be focusing on is what is killing the industry and just various little bits of information I found relevant or interesting. Let's begin. Immortals of Avian straight up flopped. The CEO blamed crowded market, ignoring that if your game is good, people will buy it during the lulls. One former employee said the project was overscoped and beyond their ability as a debut project, partially blames the market and Unreal 5 for the game's failures before admitting that the game was bloated and with a repetitive campaign. Another still employed Ascendant employee, that being the developer, said the industry wants shorter games with worse graphics. Think positive reviews of their woke game matter. Immortals of Avian was a very woke game, that's why it says that. Strauss Zelnick reveals the people running these companies have no grasp on economics. They believe that the circumstances of the pandemic that gave the industry a bump will continue forever. Numerous sources told IGN Studios ballooned in size, investment, and a number of projects during 2021 to 2022. Some of the money was spent on initiatives outside gaming. A former All of X employee stated the company bet on NFTs and lost. Then 6 months later, bet on NFTs again and lost again. Hundreds of employees lost their job and 3 offices closed minimal. Tech companies know the market is going to collapse. Not understanding economics, they think if they grow big enough, increasing their risk and exposure while functioning beyond their ability to sustain their operations, they can survive the crash. Epic Games laid off 800 employees in a survival move. Epic Games got money from Disney in what I call corporate welfare. Corporate welfare is when one company will give money to another company when they're having a hard time to help them out. It doesn't make a lot of fun. Sometimes it'll make financial sense, sometimes it won't. It wasn't uncommon for people to be finding millions of dollars of waste at Epic Games when they were trying to cut back on waste. Yeah. That's what's killing these companies, people. Employees think it's okay so long as they have a massive game like Fortnite. Says that it isn't as if this is killing the company after 800 people were laid off. Narcissists in the industry. Supernatural, a company working with Take-Two, had a large downtown Vancouver office when 100% of their staff was remote work. Relic, after not having a Grand Slam hit game in years, moved their company into an expensive Vancouver office months before the pandemic hit. Riot Games, rather than implementing pay cuts, eliminating unnecessary benefits such as a luxurious cafeteria, adult daycare as RG calls it, and a boba bar at one of their offices, laid off staff. Bungie shut down their internal QA department, shifting work to a foreign company to reduce costs. One employee was forced to automate their job so someone with no prior knowledge could do it. So if you think going forward a lot of these companies are not really doing quality QA testing, that's because a lot of these companies going forward are not doing quality QA testing. I really recommend checking out Upper Echelon's coverage of this. He did a phenomenal job. One source said the industry is sacrificing quality for speed and cost efficiency. The industry doesn't want quality, it just wants to maximize profits. Venture capital from all sources is drying up. They're no longer willing to fund games they know will lose just for the message. Embracer and presumably other companies are laying off their marginalized developers, i.e. DEI hires, or are just not financing their projects. Embracer's failures are blamed on mismanagement and greed along with other companies. Key takeaways: the industry knows it's going to collapse, with many companies ceasing to exist. Only a few will survive. Companies are growing larger under the delusion that increasing their exposure, risk, and costs will somehow save them from the collapse. This is why managerial class hires suck ass. They don't understand economics, they don't understand the industries they're in, and they don't know how to run a business properly. They get a successful business, and that keeps them in power. Managerial classes are running these companies into the ground. And that, people, is what you need to know about the current state of the game industry. If you like this content, hit the like, subscribe button, leave a comment. Peace out.